What's up, bus fans? Destroyer here, and welcome to Fernbus Coach Simulator on the PS5. I've only picked this up like in the last day or two. I remember vaguely playing the beta for this. So it was pre-release stage, obviously on the PC back in 2016. So it's been a good 9 years since I played this game. Back then, it was a hot mess. I didn't really like it. Didn't really think much of it. Totally forgot all about it. Then about a year or so ago, I heard that it got ported over to the consoles. As you can see here, I do have, 6,391 XP because I did jump in and have a play. I tried driving with the controller, and it is doable, but I don't like it. So I have plugged in my wheel, and for reference, I'm using the G29. And as you can see here by my cursor on the screen, I've also plugged in a mouse. But I'm going to hit Start Game. There we go. There's a few routes that I've driven, graded and driven. But in today's video, guys, I'm going to try and create like a shortish route. And so it's going to be like a gameplay video and a review in a sense, kind of. Now, I think because I've only had this on PS5 for like 2 days, I think I started off in Frankfurt. I think that's my home city. I can't really remember. It's not that important, but I'm just trying to figure out a short sort of route because I realized as well that you have to unlock bus stops in order to go there. So, for example, here, Kassel, I think that's how you say that. That's already been unlocked because I went there from Cologne, or Cologne, as the Westerners say. There we go. That looks like a shortish trip. Undiscovered bus stop. So, Paderborn. I have heard of that. Osbanov. All right. I'm going to give myself a couple of extra minutes just for check-in. Why not, eh? Let's make sure we're on the correct one. There we go. So yeah, I've done Koblenz to Köln, Köln to Dusseldorf, Dusseldorf to Dortmund, Köln to Kassel. That one was pretty good. It had a lot of motorway driving, but I make sure I've got the correct route highlighted. There we go. Like I said, I've only had this game for like 2 days, so I don't have any DLC or anything for it yet. But when you get this game, you get a couple of buses included, which is the MAN and I think the Neo plan. Yeah, this one here, which is a massive, massive bus, but it's actually quite easy to drive. But as you can see here, for the VDLs, obviously you got to buy DLC. Same with the Scania, the CMC, and the others. But in today's video, I thought I'd just drive a nice, easy, smaller bus, which is the Lions Coach 2nd Gen. Of course, you can customize it. I've already got my plate inputted there, DST PLZ. Character, you can pick, I think there's 3 different characters or something. Yeah. And there you go, that's how you do it. And I just realized I haven't actually activated my wheel. So, GG's on that. But we'll go back. So here you can obviously change the weather to date. I just leave it as system. But I noticed as well, because I'm Australian and I live in Australia, obviously. We're still in summer over here in the south. And because it works off real date and time. Of course, you can change that. You can make it whatever you want. But it's funny because in Europe, it's obviously still winter and it's like snowing on the ground and stuff. I mean, look at the background here. It's just very, very weird to me. But anyway, I'm going to hit Start Go. So yeah, it's going to be kind of like a review as well. Because there are a couple of things that I've noticed about this that I do not like whatsoever. And there's a couple of things that I really, really enjoy about this game. So as I wait for the loading times there we go. All right, so give me 2 seconds, guys. I'll be back in 1 second. And I am back, right. So for now, of course, being a PS5, on the PS5, you can use the controller, of course, but I've opted for mouse, and I do want to get, because I've got a few spare keyboards lying around the house. I'm thinking about plugging one of them in, but I can't do that at the moment because I've got a PS5 Slim, and I'm not sure about the original PS5, but I've only got 2 USB ports at the back, and they are occupied by my wheel and mouse, so I'm thinking about grabbing a USB hub to have a keyboard plugged in, because then it would just be easier. So I'm using a combination of the mouse and my controller now to walk around. But here is the 2nd Gen. It's quite a nice bus. I mean, it's nothing new. The game itself has been out for a little while. Why is my wheel doing that? Okay. Okay. Technical problems. Give me 2 seconds. And I am back. I figured it out. I'm an idiot. I actually didn't have my wheel plugged in because I'm like, so I'm moving the wheel and I'm like, why isn't that moving on screen? And yeah, it wasn't plugged in. It was plugged into my PS5, but it wasn't plugged into the power. So GG's Troy, well done, dickhead. Anyway, and look, the weather's changed. It's now snowing, which is fine. The first time I loaded it in, it was bright, sunny, and lovely weather, but now it's crap. But wheel test, there we go. Yeah, things work when they're plugged in. Who knew? Anyway, I was a little distracted by that. Yeah, and I can't believe it took me so long to actually work out. But anyway, right, so we're in the bus, and it actually thinks I've got a keyboard plugged in already, because it says there, activate destination display with Z. So, yeah, at least that tells me that a keyboard is definitely compatible with this game. Unlike Train Sim World, it's so weird. A keyboard is compatible, but you can't use a mouse on that. Yeah, I think that's slightly weird, but anyway. Right, so what are we doing? We are getting the bus ready. So, like I was saying before, this is going to be more like a review. And a couple of things I don't like off the bat, I'm going to get it out the way early, is these things, these cross menus, which I cannot stand. I really hate them. But there is a fix, there is a workaround. Like I mentioned 2 seconds ago, keyboard. Plug a keyboard in, you won't have to worry about these stupid cross menus. But like I said, I don't have any spare USB points or ports at the moment. So, but I will grab a USB hub and that will solve that problemo. Anyway, let's get the bus started. And I don't know if I'm an idiot or not, but I can't actually find the ignition on the coach itself. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I am going to put it into drive ready, release the parking brake. I like having the driver's light on, just a little bit of light on the wheel there. I can do that. I can turn it on there. I could change that manually as well. We'll get rid of that. So the advantages of using a mouse is obviously this. You know, I can click and point and all that sort of good stuff. Anyway, left on the D-pad gives you these different camera views, which is cool, but yeah, if you're trying to change something on the fly while you're driving, it can be quite annoying. Anyway, so we'll close the door. That one's already closed. That wasn't even open. So we can lock the doors, lock the right luggages, or the left luggages. See, if I do that, like, realistically, you would do this. The driver probably would do this, but I'd probably forget to unlock it and then wonder what the hell's going on. Anyway, I'm going to turn the passenger monitors on. What else have we got here? The Wi-Fi clearance, kitchen, the toilet, reading lights for the passage. There is the AC. I've noticed as well, because I've only had this for like the last 2 days on PS5. I was going to say customers. The passengers like 21 degrees Celsius for some reason. Like, I've had it on 20 and a half, and I've had it on 21 and a half, and they reckon it's too hot or cold. I think that's quite hilarious. We've got a full tank of fuel, which is good. Anything over here I don't think I need to mess with, which is just fine. Destination display will be turned on, and then that would obviously just change the camera views just by hitting left on the D-pad. But yeah, alright, so I like it because you can lock the mouse as well, which is good. Actually, one thing I think I want to do, because obviously you can do all that via this cross menu, but like I said, I don't like it, and it's annoying. I might just chuck... Oh. That's strange. So that's dimmed headlights. You put it on that, it looks like there's no lights at all. Parking light. But then that gives you lights. Huh. Yeah, whatever. Also for the wipers, that is the wrong cross menu. I might chuck the wipers on. I don't want the snow building up on the windscreen and me not be able to see where I'm going. Right, I think we're good. So yeah, for reference, I'm using my G29. It's actually pretty good. I know it's an entry level wheel, but it does the job. I'm not a hardcore simmer anyway, where I need to spend thousands of dollars on a steering wheel. I think that's ridiculous, but whatever floats your boat. Anyway, so that's obviously one of the negatives of this is the cross menu. I hate it, don't like it. I get it because, you know, the majority of people that play this game on on a console would most likely be just using the controller, so it makes it easier in a sense if you're using the controller. But yeah, with driving games like this, I prefer. Broke. I'd obviously prefer to use a wheel instead of a controller. I find turning with an analog stick is just way too sensitive. So yeah, not a big fan of that. So I'd rather take the time, set up the wheel, and off we go. Right, green light. I'm just trying to think of a couple more negatives which I've got, or cons to this game. I suppose they are negatives, but, you know, they're not game-breaking things, but it's just things I don't like or like about the game. But another one is the steering wheel. I don't know if it's just my particular wheel. Like I said, I got the G29. I don't know if it's that. Probably not. But there's absolutely no customization for the wheel. I cannot map any buttons on my wheel to any functions, which is a little bit annoying. I know it's not a PC, so I get it. I won't get full customization. I'm not even concentrating, dude. Oh dear. Okay. Actually, this will be a little test. Okay, will reroute me, which is good. Okay, so I've probably just added about an hour onto the trip, but that's cool. Not even at the first bus stop yet. Well, okay, there we go. It's always the way. Like, if I'm just playing, well, this or any other game off camera, things will go smooth, you know, things will be lovely. Okay, we do have a green light because I couldn't see. I know I can change the camera, like with the mouse, move the camera around, but... yeah, so there's no customization with the wheel. You can't map any buttons. It's not like... It's not that bad, but I would like to see... Like, if you're going to have compatible wheels, you should let players customize stuff, you know what I mean? It's just annoying. Once again, there is the workaround of, like, the park and brake, for example. I can take my foot off the brake right now and I won't roll, which is cool. I'm assuming if I was on a hill or something, it would. But considering we're on a flat surface here, the bus isn't going to... It's not going to go anywhere. So, like, yeah, you know, I'd like to map a button on the wheel for the parking brake, for the cruise control. They're just annoying. You can only access them via the cross menu, which I've already expressed my disgust in. Right, so another thing with the wheel as well is there is force feedback. It's very light, but there's no customization on that. So basically, anything with the wheel, there's no customization. If you get this game for the first time, you fire it up, it recognizes you're using a wheel, and it's like, you know, turn left, back to center, turn right, back to center. And then everything's sort of basically already mapped for you, which at the end of the day is okay. But yeah, I'd like to see some more customization. That might just be me, it might be a personal thing, but that's what I'd like to see. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, well, just play it on the PC, man, you know. And I do plan on playing on the PC as well. I'm going to do some comparing videos, some comparisons. There we go, as I try and concentrate. I noticed you can run reds and say, like, for example, I'm going to run a red here. Jump in the bus lane, actually. You can run reds, you don't get punished for it. I did, what do you call it, speed a couple of drives ago. I think I was speeding like 2 or 3 times. It just doesn't help when you're not looking around and stuff, but I'm going to chuck it into reverse. I do like the fact that it's got a reverse camera. That's pretty cool. Yeah, like, it wasn't consistent because obviously there's no money in this. So, like, it's not like ATS or ETS2 where you get fined for speeding and that comes out of your balance, obviously. But there's no money in this. It's all Dude. Well. I can't believe how badly I'm driving. It's because I'm recording, man, and I swear to God. And brake. Okay, so chuck it into neutral, put the... What was that? That's another thing as well. I seem to knock, or I go up or down, or whatever, accidentally using the D-pad to move this around. Yeah, it's just a little bit annoying, man. A little bit annoying. Anyway, I'm going to open the doors. I'm going to get up out of my seat. Hello, passengers. How are we today? Open up the luggage racks. And I'll go back to the pros and cons after checking the lovely folk in. Ciao. Hello, hello. Right. So we are going to Paderborn. Noah. Okay, correct. Off gates. That means let's go. Don't tell me what to do, man. I'll leave when I'm ready. Alright, lady. I cannot pronounce your name, but you're not even on the list, so go away. Oh no. Oh no. Bitte schön. Elise. You are correct. Express check-in. Hello, little one. Yep. What's your name? Passengers up here. Marlon Young. You are on the list, correct. This express check-in is something that you have to unlock as well. I mean, you only have to do like 1 or 2 drives and you basically unlock everything, but same with night driving, you can't drive at night at the start. Lean Edda. What a cool name, Lean. Are you on the list though, bro? You're not. Dude. Come on, man. Salut. Haley. Haley Dressler. Oh yeah, you're up the top. Go. This passenger wants a ticket. I like this aspect of it as well, where some people just rock up, they don't have a ticket, they want to buy a ticket. Paderborn. Cool. I get to go to Paderborn today. Alright, what's your name, sir? Amirhan? Interesting name. Excuse me, can you spread out or something, people, please? I probably want to see a ticket. Yes, Joyce, I probably do. Pullman. Off gates. Let's go. Don't rush me. Quinn. Quinn Linda. Okay. Alina Dietz. Okay, we've got one more. You. Corbian. Okay. Everyone on. Good. Oh, you want a ticket? It's another reason why I got the mouse plugged in. It's just easier to do this as well. And Paderborn, check. Just checking, ma'am. Danke. Fantastisch, wunderbar. Everybody on. Good, grand, wonderful. Okay. Okay, because I like to just kind of set the mouse. There we go. Actually, before I do that, let's close the doors. Okay. I'll try and drive properly now. Right, so now we can advance time to a minute before departure, which is handy. Start the ride. Get rid of that.
Hallo und
Body announcement.
willkommen bei FlixBus. Wir freuen uns, dass ihr an Bord seid und wir gemeinsam
And let's boogie on down.
unser Reiseziel ansteuern. Bevor wir richtig in Fahrt
Go and turn the wipers off now.
ein paar Hinweise. Auch bei uns im Bus gilt die gesetzliche Anschnallpflicht. Bitte schnallt
Oh
euch
God, this is
deshalb
gonna be
während der gesamten Fahrt an.
tight.
In den Sitztaschen vor euch findet ihr unsere Bordkarte mit weiteren Sicherheitshinweisen und Infos zu unserem Snack- und Getränkeangebot. Eine Toilette
Angebot?
befindet sich im hinteren
Clearly those
Einstiegsbereich.
lights are not for me.
Wer kostenlos surfen will, wählt sich einfach in unser WLAN-Netz ein. Unser Reisetipp fürs Internet? Schaut doch mal auf unserer Facebook-Page vorbei. Unser Team freut sich
Oh, look at
über
that, just got caught speeding.
Likes und Nachrichten.
Have we? Who's we? Got a turd in your pocket, love? I'm the driver.
Viele unserer Sitze sind mit Steckdosen ausgestattet und entsprechend gekennzeichnet. So könnt ihr euer Smartphone die gesamte Fahrt über nutzen. Wenn ihr eure nächste Fahrt auch gleich mobil buchen wollt, holt euch
Fahrt
einfach
kommen.
unsere App und profitiert von exklusiven Online-Angeboten. Auf flixbus.de stehen täglich brandaktuell alle Infos und Städteverbindungen für euch bereit. Natürlich wollen wir unseren Service ständig weiter verbessern. Für Feedback zu eurer Fahrt nutzt bitte den Fragebogen, den wir euch per E-Mail zuschicken. Wir danken für eure Aufmerksamkeit und wünschen eine entspannte Fahrt und viel Spaß an Bord bei FlixBus. Hello and welcome to FlixBus. We're glad to have you on board and that we can get you to your favorite destination today. Before we set off, we would like to share some information about the journey. The wearing of seatbelts is compulsory on board the bus. Therefore, please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the entire journey. In the seat pocket in front of you, you will find our information card containing further safety instructions and details of our snacks and beverages. There's a restroom located in the rear boarding area. If you would like to browse the internet free of
have to
charge,
stop at every red
simply
light, man.
log on
What's
to
going
our
on?
onboard Wi-Fi network. If your battery runs out, no problem. Many of our seats are equipped with power outlets, which are marked accordingly. If you would like to book your next journey while you're on the road, simply download our app onto your smartphone so you can take advantage of our many exclusive online discounts. For more information, simply visit flixbus.com or get in touch with us on Facebook. Of course, we're always striving to improve our service. Please use the questionnaire we send you by email to give us feedback about your journey. You can also use it to share your suggestions, ideas, and requests. We are always ready to assist. And now, we can finally set off. Thank you for listening. We hope you have a relaxing journey and enjoy traveling with FlixBus.
We can finally set off halfway down the road. Right, so we're 88 kilometers away. I was just trying to be quiet there so you guys can hear it. I mean, you probably all heard the announcement before anyway. But so I'm going to move on to like a couple of the pros with this. One, it looks really good. It runs really well as well. So I'm not sure how many FPS or how many frames I'm actually getting, but just checking the lights because I'm lazy. Hey, copper. So yeah, it looks good. It looks really good, and it runs pretty well. There is a little bit of like lag spike every now and then, and it's normally when I'm in a built-up area, like lots of buildings and stuff like that, like just up ahead there. So, but in general, it's pretty good.
Hey, das war ein Blitzer.
Being called speeding again. That's funny because, like I just mentioned, it wasn't consistent. Like I'd speed, wouldn't get caught. Speed, get caught, and it's like, okay. Now I think there's separate lights, but I'm gonna go anyway. I don't care. I haven't been penalized for running a red. I've only been penalized for speeding, so. And like I said, there's no money in this, so you won't actually get fined. I think you just lose XP points at the end when you get your troop report. Who needs to look left and right? Not me. One thing I've noticed is, because as you can see, I've got the right virtual mirror up. But, yeah, I could barely see out of that left mirror there. Because normally, I thought it saved your settings, your preferences or whatever. I guess not. I don't know if I should do this on the fly or not. I mean, that's the thing about this that I've noticed anyway, playing for the last day or two, is you have to do a lot of things while driving. Like, for example, I'm going to try and enable cruise control. There we go. Like I said, it's doable. It's just annoying. I wish I could just have a button I could press to enable cruise control, you know? Done. Instead of having to bring up these stupid cross menus, I really hate them. But like I said, you can always just plug in a keyboard, and that should eliminate the use of the cross menus. You could just hit a shortcut on the keyboard. It's going to be much easier. So I vaguely remember when I played a little bit of the beta game back in 2016. It's like I remember. I think the power brake, the parking brake was spacebar, things like that. So it's just easier. It's convenient to use a keyboard and mouse. And I know at that point you might as well just play on a freaking on a PC. But see, I could barely see. I can't. Oh. I was going to say, why don't my indicators work? But that's because I had that menu up. Suppose I should have checked that before I set off. But it threw me when I was having trouble with my wheel at the start of the video. Anyway, so a couple of pros is it looks good, runs very well. Like I said, I've only had this for like 2 days, so I can't remember when it was implemented. I think it was the last patch, which I don't know anything about because, like I said, I've only just recently got the game. Hang on, turn it off here. I noticed I've got like a little mini mirror on the right activated as well. Strange, I don't remember doing that at all. But anyway, I think in the last patch there was... because when this game was first ported over to consoles, it didn't have a performance mode. But apparently in the last patch, it had performance mode added to it. And for reference, I do have performance mode enabled. Anyway, you know what? This is doing my head in. I have to fix this. Let's just... move back a little bit so I can see out that mirror. That'll be nice. Okay. Get rid of that. Let's get rid of that little mirror. Okay, I think we can boogie on down to Paderborn now. So we're 44 kilometers away. So it's a shortish trip. Not that long. I've noticed if it's like 100 kilometers, it'll take around about 10 minutes of real time. Depending on how you drive. Like if you're speeding like a maniac, I'm going to stop back here so I can see the lights. If you're speeding like a maniac, of course, it'll take less time, but if you try and drive normally, that's what I've noticed anyway. Every 100 kilometers, it's around about 10 minutes of real time. So I remember, like, I was going to create a route, and it got to like 500 kilometers, and I'm like, that's going to take me ages, but... So that would take around about 50 minutes of real time, if you drive normally. But here we go. 100 along this road? I don't know, man. Maybe. Oh, one thing I've noticed about this as well, this will be a con, is... I don't know if it's like this really in Germany, but the speed limits change on a whim. Like, for example, it's 100 right now, and by the time I reach the next tree, it's going to be 50. Like, it's ridiculous. The speed limit changes are too abrupt. And to me, it's just like a random thing. I don't know if it's like that in real life, because that would piss drivers off. Well, piss me off anyway, if it was like that in my area. I never knew Germany had, like, sort of barrenish areas like this, where it's just like trees and nothing else, really. Obviously, countries have got their, well, countrysides and stuff, but I don't know, it just looks very sort of regional, rural sort of thing. One thing I do like about this is the way it simulates seasons. So, like, obviously, like in autumn, you know, all the leaves will be off the trees and stuff like that. Kind of like what this looks like now, but obviously, Europe is in winter at the moment. I'm about to go into autumn, which is good. I'm sick of the hot weather. Australian summers suck. I don't care what you say. Very, very hot. And it's not good for people like me that like to play video games and use PCs and all that sort of stuff. Because the ambient air temperature is already hot. Then you got to deal with hot air from consoles and stuff like that. It's not a good mix. There we go. Chuck on the cruise control. See how long that will last. I still think 100 around this is too... broke. It's too fast for here. Alright, we have officially entered Paderborn. There is a 70. I don't know if I need to be in this lane or not. But yeah, the modeling's pretty well done. I quite like it. So graphics and performance are really cop. Man, that's like 3 times I've been caught speeding in this trip alone. That's crazy. Anyway. Yeah, once I plug in a keyboard, none of that will be happening because it'll be so much easier to enable cruise control. Just press a button and it's done. Plus, enabling cruise control at like 50 seems kind of stupid to me. Like, to me, that's a low enough speed that you can control with your feet, you know, on the pedals. I notice there's a lot of horns going on too. And it's the same horn sequence every single time. I think that's kind of funny. But I'm just trying to think of anything else good and bad about this. Overall, I do like it. If, say I didn't have a wheel or any spare mice or anything like that to plug in, like, I probably still would play it on a controller, using a controller, but yeah, it's so much better with a wheel and a mouse and a keyboard. And like I said before, I know if you're going to do that, you might as well just play it on PC, but, you know, some people don't have powerful enough PCs, you know? They don't have gaming PCs and stuff like that, so... Or they could play it and it'll be like very low settings and it'll look like crap. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. There's always pros and cons to things. DLC-wise, I suppose this will be a con. I know you always got to pay to play these days, you know? But I think there's 4 bus packs out. And they're like over a third of the price of the game. So in my mind, that's a con. It's not a matter of not being able to afford it. I'm just, as I grab up some curbage there. I believe in value for money. Oh, got to see them, or what is this, Pokemon? Yeah, I'm a big believer in value for money. I'm just like that in everyday life. Like, if I could buy something on sale, I will. Why not? Alright, so that's all done. Okay, let's open the doors. Get out of the bus. Or the coach. Strictly coach, not a bus. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? Hey, you on the FlixBus app? Booking your next trip, sir. Hey? Anyway. We'll send those dudes on their way. Bye-bye. Got your bags. Very good. I noticed the bus is very freaking loud, so give me 2 seconds. Actually, then again, the end of the trip, isn't it? So... Okay. Log out. We'll get our stats at the end here. Passengers transported, 11 out of 11. 2 tickets sold. Checked in, sold invalid tickets. I don't even know how that's a possibility. But whatever. Because you try and sell someone... Like, someone's there, but it's like the wrong bus stop or whatever. You can't even sell them a ticket. Like, it's basically impossible. So I don't know how you can stuff that up. Stops completed, correct. Contact with Central, which is just obviously... working on your little tablet or whatever there. Start ride, that sort of thing. Refueling, didn't have to. Did not run out of fuel, obviously. 110 kilometers. So we're all good there. Plus on schedule. When I first saw this, I'm like, what the hell is that? But that is obviously if you rock up early. And yeah, so 5 points for that. Does that mean I rocked up 5 minutes early? Not sure. Resting quality, not applicable. Missing passengers, that's interesting. So we can have missing passengers, not sure. Restroom clearance, did all that. Air conditioning, announcement played. Okay, traffic rules. Radar control. Yep, got busted for speeding 3 times. Radar control. I like the way they word it. And driving behavior. Safety distance broken once. Okay. Speed limits maintained, 92%. Didn't lose any points for that. Curbstones hit. I did. I hit one right at the end there. I love this. Braking misbehavior. Steering misbehavior. But there we go. 6,771 XP. But as I was saying about the DLC, I don't think it's... I don't know. I might change my mind later down the track, but for now, I'm pretty happy with the... I think it's like 3 buses you get to drive, which are the 2 MANs, the 2nd gen and the 1st gen, I think it is, and then the big boy, whatchamacallit, Neoplan. Totally forgot the name of it then for a second there. But let me know in the comments, guys. Have you played Fernbus? Have you played it on PC, on PS5, on Xbox? Actually, let me know if you played it on Xbox, because I'm curious if it's got similar performance as it does on the PS5. But let me know all those good things in the comment section below. But if you want to see some more on this, let me know as well. And let me know also while you're down there if you want to see some PC gameplay. And I'm happy to do some comparable. No, that's the wrong word. Do some comparing videos. I don't know. It's late. That's my excuse. I'm silly. I mean, I forgot to plug in the wheel for fuck's sake. So you get what you get. But guys, I'm going to go before I do something stupid and burn down the house or something. Because, yeah, it's late and I need to get to bed. But guys, like I said, let me know what the good things in the comment section below. But if you did enjoy that video, make sure to leave a like. It does help out the channel more than you think. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already for this fantastic A++ quality content. Hit the notification bell so you're notified of every single upload. And I shall catch you all in the next video. Adios.